Hello guys, Mario Man 672 here. I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. It is Christmas Day, and so I thought it'd be fun to make the card concept video as promised. So, first card we are going to have here is the balloon building, and these are all my original concepts. So here we go. So here is the balloon building. It is going to be a legendary card. Deploys a modified balloon every 10 seconds. Has a bomber to defend the tower. So has 1,000 hit points and area damage 100, and the damage per second is 100. So the hit speed is obviously 1 second. And the balloon was modified because I didn't want it to be too overpowered. So it's only going to have 500 HP, but the bomb is still going to be the same as it is right now, which will be 200 damage. Next up, we have the Mega Cannon, and I thought it would be fun to make this since I don't see anyone really use the cannon. I think this would be a better card to basically buff the cannon. If they wanted to move the cannon to this, it would be a big change, but I think this would be a really fun card. So anyway, what this basically does, because the wording I had to put was not very easy to get. If there was multiple targets, it would shoot up to 3 of those targets with cannonballs that would have splash damage. So and then if there was only one target, it would shoot a large cannonball. So and it has a large 11.51 range, hit speed. It's wrong on there, but to make it not be so overpowered, the hit speed is going to be about 5 seconds, not whatever's on there, because that's too low. That would make the card too overpowered. And then it can also hit buildings if it's the only one, but because of the long time, it can retarget every shot. So I think this card would just be a fun card to use. Next up, we have the randomizer. So, this card, first of all, might be too wacky to be in real play, but I think it'd be cool for a, maybe a special challenge, or, maybe just friendly battles. But if they could work it into the real game, maybe with some modifications, that'd be really cool. So this card, you have to time it right, because it's basically all about the strategy, but it uses all the elixir on your bar at that moment. So for example, if you had 4 elixir on your bar at that moment, then it'd use 4 elixir. If you had 8 elixir on your bar at that moment, it would use 8 elixir. So it's kind of a timing thing. So anyway, it would give you a random card that you have already obtained with that amount of elixir. And the building itself is guaranteed not to lose all health before spawning. That is because its spawn speed is 1.5 seconds. But its hit points is 1,000 with 1,000 shield. So, and it only lasts for 2 seconds before exploding, or, you know, dying, or whatever, the lifetime thing. So exactly what would happen is, well, first off, this would be available in a higher arena, at least arena 6, maybe arena 7, because I would want there to be more than one card of each elixir, except of course for 9 and 10, since there hasn't been any cards for 10 yet. And then, but those are other cards in my ideas that are worth 10. So anyway, what it would do is, let's say you placed it down and you had 4 elixir on your bar, so it used 4 elixir. So what you would get is card worth 4 elixir. So you might get a mini P.E.K.K.A, you might get a Dark Prince, you might get a Valkyrie, you might get a Hog Rider, but it's only going to be a troop. It's not going to be a spell or another building. Or another example, if you use like 1 elixir, you would get the skeletons or the ice spirits. So that in that kind of sense. Okay, so moving on, the next card is going to be Barbed Wire. So this is just going to be a card for those people that love to save elixir, and because it's anywhere they can, because it's just 1 elixir down from the zap. But basically what it is it's a zap that only affects ground troops. So it's 1 touch barbed wire, hurts a little, and destroyed when touched. Good for distraction or a troop reset. Cannot be destroyed by spells. But here is why this is a little better than the zap. It only has 1 hit point, but cannot be destroyed by a zap. So, which the zap can't be destroyed by a zap either. But what could happen is you got a prince charging towards your building, and you don't have, or your tower, excuse me, and you don't have a large building to place to distract it. You just place this, and it'll distract it, and it'll go away from your tower and go towards this. So that's the barbed wire. So next card we are going to be showing is the Minion Cage. So the Minion Cage is basically the Goblin Barrel, but for minions, and more boxy, but it's basically the same thing. It's pretty much self-explanatory. So we're just going to move on to the next card. The next card is the Free Flyers, and it is basically what it says. It is free, and that's why it's a legendary. It's like minions, but yellow and free. Don't worry, P.E.K.K.A, these aren't butterflies. Spawns 3 of them. A little less life than the P.E.K.K.A. I mean the P.E.K.K.A. I mean the minions, and so that's that card. And so I'm going to be showing the last card, and that is the Monarchy. So this is the Monarchy, and the picture is of the weapons of each of the Prince, Dark Prince, and Princess. So you see the Princess Arrow, the Princess Lance, and the Dark Prince's Club. And as siblings, this trio of Prince, Princess, and Dark Prince, they like to spawn all at once. So it's exactly what it sounds like. The 3 of them spawn all at once, and it's a legendary because it has a discounted elixir of 2. It would normally be costing 12 instead of 10. And so this is just a level 1, so the prince and the princess are at level 1, but if you level it up, the levels will obviously get higher. Okay, so I just wanted to say a big thank you to CR Card Creator. It is the app that made this whole video possible, and so I just wanted to thank them for that. Please like and subscribe. Tune in next time for Super Mario 64 Let's Play Part 3. And I once again thank you to CR Card Creator. You can get it on Google Play if you didn't see on all the card pictures. And thank you guys for watching. Mario Man 672 out.